This is Michael B. Jordan, and on the 15th of March, this man won an Oscar for his role in Sinners. Or should I say, roles. See, in this movie, Michael was tasked with playing the same character twice, on screen at the same time, which is definitely difficult and something many of his peers, other super professional and talented actors,
Wow, no.
have attempted before him. But even with the other countless movies that employ this one visual trope, there is a reason why Michael's performance was way more amazing than the others, and there is a reason why he took home Best Actor. And the reason why is simply because he had an amazing Oscar campaign. I mean, yes, his performance was also sublime. This man played twins and still found a way to make him seem like two different individuals, even though they were both just him.
You boys twins? Nah, we cousins.
Which again is something that is hard to do, but without an amazing Oscar campaign, when it comes to leaving this ceremony with an award, good luck, buddy. But here's the thing, his win didn't only feel impressive, it also felt important. See, when it comes to Oscar-winning movies, there's usually a pattern. They're well written, they're packed full of amazing performances, also they're critically acclaimed, and a lot of the time, they're not exactly entertaining. Now, don't get me wrong, boring doesn't mean bad. Some of the greatest films ever made fall into this category, but when I hear Oscar winner, I don't think, ooh, this seems fun. I think important. I mean, think about it. Spotlight, Moonlight, The Shape of Water, Green Book, Nomadland, etc., etc. Boring. All incredible films, all powerful stories, and all different levels of boring. Let's be honest, they're not movies you throw on for a good time. And even with something like Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was entertaining, it wasn't really a game changer, but more like an exception. But Sinners isn't boring. It's the complete opposite, and that's exactly why this moment matters. Because for the first time in a long time, it feels like the Academy is recognizing a movie that audiences actually enjoyed. And that changes things, because now it's not just about making a great movie, it's about making a great movie that people actually want to sit through. Michael B. Jordan didn't just win an award, he helped prove that entertaining films can compete at the highest level. Fortunately though, that's not all he did. He also applied an immense pressure, not on the Academy, no, but onto the industry itself. What pressure, you ask? Pressure to make better movies, make engaging movies, make movies people actually care about. And that pressure doesn't just fall on the studios. No, this pressure also falls on the actors too, because what Michael just did sends a message to his peers.
That's right.
Especially the ones in his generation. The old guard had their time. We've already seen the cream of the crop rise to this momentous occasion over and over again, but now, for the young guns, it's your turn. No more excuses, the bar has been raised and the door has been opened. So over the next 5 to 10 years, I predict that we should see something special. A new generation of actors stepping up and delivering performances that demand attention. And I bet a lot of those performances won't only be found in off-brand indie movies, but we'll see them in blockbuster hits too. But to be fair, that's a lot to take from just one win. It's a massive claim, and honestly, it would fall apart pretty quickly if you looked at one simple fact. Sinners didn't win Best Picture. Michael B. Jordan just won Best Actor. So maybe this doesn't mean anything. Maybe nothing has changed. Maybe this is just another great performance in a system that stays the same. And if that's true, then everything I just said falls apart. Except, what did win Best Picture? One battle after another.
The Oscar goes to One Battle After Another,
AKA 2025's #1 action movie of the year. According to who? According to these goofballs right here. And guess what? This movie's everything but boring. So yes, a movie about vampires doing vampire activity didn't win, but a Leonardo DiCaprio-led action movie about terrorism and baby mama drama did. And that's exactly the kind of movies we need to see win. Plus, as insane as my crazy hot take sounds, it has already played out in front of us, but with her. So this is Emma Stone, and she's won an Oscar before, multiple times actually. And after the first time she did it, you could have easily written it off as a one-time thing. But after her most recent win, a pattern has emerged. In her field, it has been nothing but younger actresses taking the award. And sure, it wasn't for entertaining movies, but they were still winning. Mickey Madison with Anora and Jessie Buckley with Hamnet. Both young actresses, both amazing films with impactful stories, both super boring, but it doesn't take away from my point. And imagine if they did the same thing, but with movies you wanted to sit through. Wouldn't that have made their wins that much more meaningful? Wouldn't it have been better if they all won how he won? But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe nothing has changed. Maybe next year we go right back to the same kind of movies, winning the same kind of awards. Movies nobody watched except nerds like me. Sad. But if they don't, if more movies like Sinners and One Battle After Another start getting recognized, well then, we're gonna look back at this moment, at these wins, and realize this is where everything changed. By the way, I know that Oppenheimer won Best Picture, but it had two problems. Yes, it wasn't boring, but you have to really enjoy subjects like math and science in order to even understand it. And two, there is no two. You gotta be a nerd to like this, and that's why I loved it. But again, it, just like that other movie, is an exception. Okay, yeah, this is just a question for those who made it this far. When was the last time you went out to watch a movie that the Academy likes? And what I mean by that is, we all know that the Academy has a type basically, right? And we all know the types of movies they keep awarding, right? When was the last time you went out and paid for a ticket and sat in the cinema and watched one of those movies before they got the Oscar award? Movies like Coda and Nomadland.